All right, guys, what's going on? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I'm back with another video. I'm going to be covering the case out of Blount County, where um, a Blount County officer was shot and killed in line of duty just a couple weeks ago. And I just got through watching the preliminary hearing on that at the Blount County Courthouse. And for y'all that haven't heard about this, it's another local um, case issue close to home to where I live. And so I figured I would cover it and give my thoughts and opinions on the whole thing. So basically, what happened was a female deputy witnessed a guy driving erratically late one evening and decided to pull him over. She initially pulled him over in the middle of the road, and he did end up pulling into a driveway. And this, at this residence, and that's where everything kind of took place. And they spent, in my opinion, they spent an enormous amount of time talking to the individual, talking, to I think his mother or grandmother on the phone, discussing insurance and stuff like that. Anyway, they spent a good amount of time, talking to the individual. Come to find out, the bottom line is, the individual did not basically comply with anything. He was not going to be cooperative with the investigation that they were doing with him possibly being DUI, DWI, whatever the case was. They have, and they're with him driving the way he was on a public road, he could have taken out a family, could have hurt himself. So they've got, it's their duty to public safety, right? Public safety officer. So it's their duty to investigate whether he's safe to drive that vehicle or not. So they make the traffic stop, try to conduct the investigation to see if he's safe to drive that vehicle, and in doing so, the gentleman totally does not cooperate, with their investigation, in my opinion, and things kind of escalate from there. He refuses to get out of the car, rolls the window up, doesn't help the situation any at all. They end up trying to get him out of the car. They tried to taser him, and that didn't work. And in the midst of all that, the person driving the vehicle ultimately pulls a gun, shoots the female deputy in the leg, shoots the deputy that tased him. Don't know where the deputy I don't know where the deputy that got killed, I don't know where he was shot, but ultimately he lost his life at that traffic stop. And to make, there's people that live there. This happened in someone's driveway at their home. So they've got to deal with that too. The officer that lost his life, his family, friends, the female deputy that was with him that night. A lot of people have a lot of stuff to deal with now, just because of the selfishness of the individual that they pulled over that night, and the bad decisions of that individual that they pulled over that night. I just got through watching, the female deputy testify. I wanted to hear what she had to say. Basically, she reiterated what the body cam showed. In my opinion, I don't even think she had to testify. The body cams that her and the other deputy that lost his life their body cams said it all. That I don't think, I know they have to, but in my opinion, I don't think testimony. It's just a nail in the coffin, if you will, for the suspect's case. But yeah, I don't think any testimony is needed. I think the body cams tell it all. The suspect is going to have a hard time. I mean, the footage tells it all. The footage tells it all. I think the big reason and the big question that we all have right now is, the police were not using deadly force on him. What made the suspect at some point want to use deadly force on the police officers? That's the big question. What in his mind made him want to use deadly force on those police officers? So that's the big question I have. That's why I'm going to follow it. I'm going to see, I got to do some digging on the suspect. I'm just I've heard about it, kind of watched the footage, but I didn't know they were doing a preliminary hearing today. So I watched it. So I'm going to do some digging on the suspect. Maybe this would have put him headed back to prison if he got in trouble again. Maybe he was on parole. I'm going to have to check all that out. But even if he was, guys, why use deadly force on two innocent individuals doing their job when they wasn't using deadly force on you? In fact, they were trying to save lives that night, including his. I mean, he could have went off the road and hit a tree and killed himself. You know what I mean? So I am going to be following this, guys. Again, I think the body cam footage tells it all, and I don't know, other than the suspect saying why he done it. I don't think we really need to know anything else. What's done is done. We can't bring back the officer that lost his life. What's done is done. So we just need to know why he done what he done. I do also, let me go ahead and say this. I do also think there's a lot of prayers that need to be said for the community of Blount County, the police force, and all that. So keep them in your thoughts and prayers going forward, because it's a county where it's pretty peaceful overall. It's pretty peaceful. It's not like Knoxville. It's Blount County. Part of it's in the Smoky Mountains. So for the most part, it's a pretty peaceful community. So this has definitely rocked Blount County, and it's something that they're never gonna forget. And again, there's multiple people involved in this. From the suspect side to the officer that lost his life. His family. The female deputy that got shot, her family, she's going to need therapy more likely. I'd need therapy. So there's a lot of people, that he's, the suspect's caused problems for. He's hurt a lot of people. So going forward, just keep everybody in your thoughts and prayers. I'm going to follow it, give my thoughts and opinions. If you have seen the footage, let me know what you think on my opinion about, the body cam footage telling it all. Yeah, in my opinion, I don't think any testimony is needed. I think the body cam footage does tell it all. But again, testimony, it's court. It's court proceedings. It's preliminary hearing. It's got to be done. I understand that. But when things are captured on video, it's kind of hard to dispute it. It's kind of hard to dispute it. But I think the big question going forward is everybody is going to want to know why. Why did he use deadly force? Why did he make the decision that night to do what he done? Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. And I'll be back on later on with the Summer Wells video. I got some interesting stuff I want to go over and ask you. So I'll see y'all later on that video. So thanks for tuning in.